MLB The Show's coverage of Major League Baseball is on the air. Final finish. Detroit took the lead in the second inning and rode that until the very end. Michael Fulmer get afternoon baseball here on the show. Ought to be a good one here between the coming to the plate now, Junior.
Go anyway. After seeing a lively fastball on the pitch before, it's pretty hard to sit back enough on a well-thrown changeup.
Long run for the center fielder, but he's not going to get this one. It's into the gap. He pulls into third safely.
One way to get our first run of the game across. Good hustle there on an RBI triple, and they're in
final finish. The Detroit Tigers jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. We are under the lights as the show gets you ready for another edition of an average in the 260s into this one. Hit in the air out to right. Right fielder giving chase. He gets to it and he botched it. He hit the corner and tries for third. The relay throw, and he is in there. Minnesota took the lead in the second inning and rode that until the very end. Jose Barrios. We are under the lights this evening as we get you set for another edition of Baseball on the Show. Stepping in, Junior Avery. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half.
Start things off on a good note and win the first game of the series.
It just takes one W to put a good taste in your mouth. I'm telling you, I know both teams come in on a losing streak, but someone finds a gap, someone puts their best foot forward and has
off to a fast start in the early part of the season. He's running. Line toward the gap in left center. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. And now they'll have runners at third.
Mid to later when you're trying to score some runs, but obviously they have major respect for this guy on the mound today.
Hernandez is there, and that should be deep enough to score the run. And the run will score as the first to propel them to the win.
Here now is our final line score tonight. First for the
MLB The Show's coverage of Major League Baseball is on the air. Today we've got a good match.
For Toronto, the second baseman.
Now he extends nicely, and this ball's driven to right field and deep. And he's going to make the catch on the warning track. His first at-bat of this early season contest. Heading out towards shallow right. Avery is in a few steps as he takes it for the first out. And the runner, not tagging, will retreat. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. He leaps, but he can't get it. It's down for extra bases. And he will pull into second with a leadoff double. Well, that's why they call baseball a game of inches.
Yeah, you're right, Matt. He showed some serious.
Ready once again, Junior Avery.
Coach, when your pitchers are having a really hard time throwing strikes, what are you supposed to do other than keep trying new guys until someone starts attacking the zone? There's a hard.
The Tigers took the lead in the second inning and rode that until the very end. Daniel Norris. Afternoon baseball here on the show. Coming up, we've got a. Toronto took the lead in the second inning and rode that until the very end. Ryan Barucki earns. We are under the lights as the show gets you ready for another edition. So stepping in, Junior Avery, and we are set for wins at the start of play here tonight. They're definitely in a nice stretch as they've won 6 of their last 7 ball games.
Yeah, Matt.
Meanwhile now, this ball's trouble as it looks like it'll be good for extra bases. And the Tigers are in business.
Road. He comes out swinging and stands at second as the first base runner of the night. Now we'll see if his teammates
through with a 4-hit contest yesterday afternoon. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. A ball that's carrying. A leap, but he can't get it. It's off the wall. And they'll have runners at second and to never look back.
Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 36 minutes.
And we're going to have a pinch hitter to start things out here in the top half of the inning. Minnesota rode an important 6th inning to victory in this one. Randy Dobnak earns his first. MLB The Show's coverage of Major League Baseball is on the air. Digging in, Junior Avery.
Manager has been on point. Every move he makes is working. Timely hitting, great defense, good bullpen. The starters have been on point. This is going to be special.
And it 2 quick strikes, and now the 0-2. Pulled high in the air out to right field. Catch is made here in right, and here comes the runner from third. And he is in there at the plate. It's now a 2-0. The 0-1 pitch. Pulled toward right center field. Right fielder is on the run, and he makes the play, but this should extend their lead as the runner tags from third. They'll cash in here. Minnesota Twins hosted a 3-run first to propel them to the win. Dakota Chalmers. We are under the lights this evening as we get you set for another edition of Baseball on the Show. The 0-2 pitch. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. Racing back, the right fielder. A leap, but it's off his glove. And that runner will go no further.
Try not to throw it right down the middle of the plate.
Finish. New York used a nice 5th inning to take the lead, and they never gave it back. Luis. We are under the lights as the show gets you ready for another edition of Major League. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. Heading out towards shallow right. Avery is there, and he'll put it away to retire the. The Yanks jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. James Paxton earned his 5th. Afternoon baseball here on the show. Coming up, we've got a good matchup into the box now. Junior Avery. He will lead this one off.
There's very few teams that rattle off a double-digit win streak throughout the course of the year. They have that opportunity today.
And that's in there. Base hit.
The shortstop.
Now in the box, Nico Goodrum. And he's carrying a batting average of just over 300. So clearly he's been an opportunity for him here to pick up that runner from second with 2 away. Is put in play to the right side of the infield. Barehanded. He beat it out. That was a phenomenal stop, but it winds up a base hit, and the inning continues.
Hey, that's great hustle right there out of the box. Not everybody's getting it.
Some foul ball. The 2-2. Hit hard towards center. In there, a base hit. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Heading out towards shallow right. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now.
Against these guys, that's 10 wins in a row for them, so they feel like they could beat anybody in the league.
We are under the lights this evening as we get you set for another edition of Baseball on the Show. Stepping up. Oh, and this just jumps off the bat here as this is to deep straightaway right field, and you can pretty much forget about this one. That is a long home run. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. Home run number 2 for him on the year, and it's now a 5-2 game.
Well, when it left its bat, I didn't think it had the height to even clear the fence. Shows you how much I know that.
This game from the 3rd inning on and never wavered. Thomas Hatch gets the win in relief, his second. We are under the lights as the show gets you ready for another edition of Major League Baseball.
Hey, drive it deep, big dog. Here we go.
Shoots this one over to first. And a reach, but it's by him as he couldn't quite get to that ball. And that runner will go no further than second.
His entire last outing, and we're only in the 3rd inning.
On a line, that's a base hit. 1 run is scored. And the second run will score as that makes it a 2-0 ball game.
Hey, this one's a long.
So the 3-1. And he lays off there, ball 4. So the leadoff man is on here to bring up Jonathan Scope to hit next. He's running. Swing and a miss, strike 3. The throw, the tag, and he is safe in scoring position with 2 gone. Here's the 0-2. Hit on the ground out to short, and that's through into left, a base hit. The throw home. And he will beat the tag at this point.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move in.
Now here's a swing by Tellez as he gets a lot of this one out to deep right field. And he'll scale the wall here. And did he catch this? He did.
That was a pretty spectacular catch right there. A lot of guys mistime that jump because they're worried about the wall coming on. But he got it just right and hauled it in. Great.
So the lineup flips over and line drive, and that's a base hit into center field. As he arrives at second without so much of this game is situational hitting, guys. Nice job there.
Yeah, you've got to find a way to pick your teammate.
Jonathan, go.
Grounded back up the middle. And that'll get by into center field for a base hit. And they'll extend their lead. Ball game is over. An 8-0 shutout this evening. The Tigers led this game from the third. We are under the lights this evening as we get you set for another edition of Baseball on. Capitalized on a huge 7th inning on the way to the win. Jacob Wagyu's pack earns his. We are under the lights as the show gets you ready for another. As he'll look to follow up the 2-run homer he launched over the wall last time up. Now here's one hit in the air to the right side, and that'll get down for a base hit. A tag, and they get him at the plate as 1-run score. So stepping in, Junior.
Commit. The body was out in front on a great changeup right there, but he was able and strong enough to keep his hands back.
And that finds the outfield grass for a base hit. Throw won't get him.
Pitch using the whole field instead of trying to do too much. The results speak for themselves.
This ball game ends. Cleveland posted 11 runs on the scoreboard when it was all said and done. Aaron's MLB The Show's coverage of Major League Baseball is on the air. Should be a good one. Now back.
0-2, but he certainly looked ready for a breaker on that pitch.
Swing and a liner. And that's in for a base hit. Make it a 1-for-3 game so far. The Cleveland Indians jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Jordan Stevens. Daytime baseball here on MLB Network. Today, the third and final game in this. Leading off the end.
He just takes what's there. Safely on second, and his buddy is high-fiving teammates in the dugout.
And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. So it's a base knock. 0 for 1 thus far. Now the 2-1. Runner goes. Pitch outside. The throw. It skips in and he's safe. Bat Frank Schwindel. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field. And the runner from third crosses the
games on the road, especially in this ballpark, so they are very happy with this win.
5-2.